Hi guys, and welcome to the channel. So I've got another retro figure to have a look at, and it's my second one from the Zombie Sailor Toys Heels and Faces. I was that impressed with the Matt Cardona I showed you the other day. Had a look around, and I managed to come across somebody in one of my groups selling the Danhausen. Now these figures are quite sort of expensive to pick up. They're a little bit difficult, more difficult to find, with Zombie Sailor being based in the US. So you are paying a premium. So I don't think it's going to be a line I actually go out and attempt to complete and get on top of, because they're quite expensive to buy new. But I will pick up the odds one or two when I can. But again, we've got the artwork with that. So you've got Danhausen here, Wrestling's Heels and Faces official. Um, Compare the two bits of card art. I've still got the Matt Cardona one here, so you see the card art has slightly changed. So it's not quite as colourful, the Danhausen one, as the Matt Cardona one was. But this was the original set of 5. You can see the other figures there. So this is a bit of a, what I'd probably call a bit of a tweener figure, because it's sort of in between Series 1 and Series 2. It was a sort of standalone release on Black Friday on its own. So I don't know if it officially falls in Series 1 or Series 2, somewhere in between. But as we look at the back of the box, you've got Series 1 at the top there. Now, the Jeff Jarrett and the Danhausen, like I say, they sort of fit somewhere between Series 1 and Series 2. But then you have the figures that are coming out in Series 2 down here. So Raven would be an interesting one. Nick Gage, Bruiser Brody, King Kong Bundy, Kevin Sullivan, and then a couple of Andre the Giant figures. So quite a cool sort of line. But what we'll do is we will get into Danhausen again. It will be coming off card, because all of my retro figures are off card. I'm not into the old keeping them nice and clean on these. They are lovely cards, but to be honest, the figures for me are going to be sort of displayed off card. So there we have the figure off card. So you've got, like I say, the design by Ron Rudette, and you've got the artwork on the back there as well. So that's a couple of Heels and Faces open. But like I say, the cards, you can feel the quality of the card. If you compare, like I said on the last video, you compare it to the Grapples and Gimmicks, the card back does feel a lot more sturdy on this figure. So the first thing I will say about this figure is the face and the paint job on the face does look really, really good. So it's unmistakably Danhausen. Obviously, being a YouTuber myself, I do enjoy the Danhausen character. He does a lot more sort of on the YouTube and the social platforms for companies, more than he does wrestling. But like I say, really, really cool character. Then you've got this lovely sort of cape on the back, and you've got sort of a Danhausen symbol there on the back of the cape. And then you've got these sort of lovely claw hands there with him. In his wrestling attire, you've got his tattoo on his chest. I'm not going to get the cape off to have a look at the chest, because I want to keep this cape really well displayed and ready to display just like that. So we will add Danhausen to the sort of retro collection on my shelf, and have a look at him. But first of all, let's put him in next to Matt Cardona. We've got Matt Cardona there, who is the other Zombie Sailor Toys figure I have picked up. Now I wanted to compare them to a cello, and I think the best cello we've had so far, well, in my opinion, is the Adam Bomb figure. Now the one thing I will say about the Adam Bomb figure, it doesn't go at the waist, where these have got like sort of movement at the waist. But that is a very, very cool figure in itself. I have got the new Series 2 range of cellos on the way, and a couple of special editions. So we will be seeing a few cellos, or Epic Toys as they're now known, on the channel in the coming weeks. But really pleased with the zombies I've got so far. Like I say, we will go pop them on the shelf and have a closer look at them. So they have Danhausen added to the retro display. Like I say, a couple of Zombie Sailors into the collection now. I do think I will be trying to find one or two more, but really pleased with how the the little retro collection is coming along now. As I say, now that my Mattel retros are up to date, I am going to look for a few more of these independent figures and start trying to finish off some of the lines. I am going to be strictly going one variant only, unless it is British Bulldog related, because I have got the two variants of the British, well, Dynamite Kid with British Bulldog on his way in the coming years. But really pleased with how this little retro sort of collection is going, and really happy with this edition of Danhausen. There you can see him in his glory. So really pleased, and hopefully I'll see you soon with some Epic Toys unboxings. So guys, there you have it. Danhausen added to the retro collection. Like I said, I think he fits in really well, and it is probably an iconic figure that I did want to iconic. I wouldn't call Danhausen iconic, wrong word for it. But a really cool character that I'm glad I've added to the collection. It does need to be fitted in there somewhere. I'm really pleased I've managed to get him. But I will be keeping an eye out. Hopefully I can come across some more bargains to be had on some of the wrestling figure groups and on Vinted. Otherwise, if you have enjoyed this video, why not drop me a comment, let me know what retro wrestling figures you're collecting, or alternatively drop me a subscription on the channel to make sure you're catching up with any of the retro wrestling figure content that I am putting out there. Otherwise, that is it for today. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.